Mr. Connor, I'm Mr. Jones, National Security Agency. We spoke on the phone. I believe you have something that belongs to me. It's amazing, don't you think, you guys? The NSA is here? I thought the FBI was supposed to do this kind of thing.
Absolutely. This is quite outside the NSA's jurisdiction.
Unless the NSA didn't want anybody to know about this little blackout matter.
I keep thinking about something Jing Li Shi wrote. She said that bat coronaviruses couldn't spill over to humans. That was back in 2005. It was even published in the Science Journal October 28th. Our means of catching respiratory tract infections is entirely different from bats. You'd have to completely reconfigure the ORF region on the genome. So the whole natural spillover scenario wouldn't work on humans, you know that, not to mention the required infectious dose. You'd require at least 100,000 particles just to spill over to a hamster. The only thing this virus would be good for is deploying it as a weapon of terror. No wonder they don't want to share this with other children. Look,
I am your father?
Who is this? We call him Rooney. No, stay out of this. Rooney, this is between Connor and I.
Did anyone ever tell you, you sound just like...
Look, Connor, come to the dark side. What do you want? You know what I want. You know exactly what I want.
That voice!
Stay out of this. You know we can't give that to you. Leave the cage door open, and the cage bird will return. What is that supposed to mean? We have a letter signed by the Solicitor General telling the Supreme Court that the government refuses to comment unless the court orders them to do so. Yes, but that can be easily explained. We have a senior attorney at OMB who classified information that she has no authority to classify. Okay, we have the Office of the General Counsel and the John Dean of the Biden administration confirming that the president is fully aware of this matter, that he knows everything. A little mistake, no harm. We have the president tasking the intelligence community to begin a wild goose chase for something for a virus that he knew we owned. Okay, Connor, what else do you have? And we have attorneys from the executive office of the president lying to a court about using their best efforts to locate documents they tried not to find, and then ask the court to just accept their explanation on good faith after refusing to respond to a FOIA request for almost 3 years. I don't have much of a choice, do I? Not unless you want to read about it in Newsweek. What is your price, Connor? What do you want? You know what I want. Deal. The box. Not so fast.
I want to win a bagel.
What?
Fully equipped, big kitchen, waterbed, AM, FM, CD, microwave.
This is not a car dealership, pal. He wants a Winnebago. All right.
Thank you. Burgundy interior.
A Winnebago. Now, the box.
I have never taken my wife to Europe.
I'm sorry to hear it. Give me the box.
You will buy me 2 round-trip first-class tickets to Athens, Lisbon, Madrid, and Scotland.
Don't forget Tahiti.
And Tahiti.
Tahiti is not in Europe.
When you get the box, give us geography lessons. Until then, this man goes to Tahiti.
Fine. Tahiti. Rooney?
The young man with the Uzi, is he single?
Now I'm going to die. Don't have a heart attack. No, please. How about a lunch? You can chaperone. Ridiculous. I am not your father.
Did anyone ever tell you sound just like that actor James Earl Jones?
No, I will not do this.
Fussy.
Jonesy, come on. The FBI giving twin. No, I said no. I just want his telephone number.
Excuse us. This is the brass ring. You gotta think bigger thoughts.
Wait a second. You can have anything you want, and you're asking for my phone number?
Yes.
463-7809, area code 614.
I'm Rooney.
I'm Arthur. I'm going to be sick. Are we done here? Not yet. Whistler?
I want peace on earth and goodwill toward men.
This is ridiculous. He's serious. We are the NSA. We don't do world peace. You're just gonna have to try. All right. I'll see what we can do.
Thank you very much. That's all I ask.
Good. May I have the box now? You know it doesn't work. It never did. That's not important, is it? What's really important is that none of this ever happened. This box doesn't exist. I never saw it before. Remember that. Not a word. We can find you. Not if I see you first.
We are back in the studio, and that was simply amazing. I'm sure you will agree. And we are very fortunate this evening to have with us a senior defense official and national security expert to provide his comments and reactions to this audio tape. General Ralph Bogerman. General, how did our ground intelligence assets miss this movement? Over 1,000 miles of zoonotic events from Yunnan to Wuhan. There had to be some early indications.
I totally agree. And at that time I had said, Mr. President, we cannot allow a mine shaft gap.
General, you mean that you suspect that the movement was conducted underground? Some advanced tunnel system that was developed by hibernating bats. The nation's leading infectious disease control expert and the most trusted voice for separating fact from fiction is also with us this evening, Dr. Anthony Fauci. What are your thoughts on this? A coronavirus with a gain of function to develop a complex network of tunnels furrowing over 1,000 miles just because of evolving through meeting evolutionary pressure.
As always, I like to keep an open mind, and as I have said on many occasions, the most likely explanation is a natural evolution from an animal reservoir to a human. An animal reservoir to a human. I rely on people like that who have great experience in this. That's what they do every single day. Who again are open-minded in saying it's wholly conceivable that you may have had a lab leak. So you've got to keep an open mind to all possibilities, but they feel that the more likely explanation is from an animal host to a human.
But, Dr. Fauci, a tunnel system. This virus has fooled us before, and yes, I believe that it is wholly conceivable that the data speak for themselves. Correct, Dr. Fauci. The data indeed do speak for themselves. But General, were you surprised at all to find that this virus had appeared to have a pretty good command of the English language? I am pretty certain that for most of our viewers this evening, they were quite unaware that viruses could actually talk and communicate ideas or develop detailed plans, especially for such a complicated operation.
Yes, There are many aspects of viruses with which most people are not familiar, and this boils down to a need to know. I would like to elaborate further, but that would be classified. You understand?
Yes, General, indeed. And I am afraid that is all of the time that we have this evening. Please stay tuned for further developments on this breaking news story. Good night and good evening.
This message was approved by Major Mike Webb. Honest. This has been a Filmways presentation, darling.
And y'all come back now. Yeah.